Hi everyone, I am evethemedium and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel and you're interested in developing your spiritual gifts, I invite you to subscribe below and also click the notification bell to be notified when any of my new videos are up. Well guys, you asked for it and I delivered. Today I bring to you another version of my previous video, Signs and Symptoms of Witchcraft and Psychic Attack. You may ask yourself, what is psychic attack? Psychic attack is sent through energy. When this energy reaches your home or the target that was aimed at, they start feeling the effects of the witchcraft, of the spiritual work that was done. This can enter your home by you hearing a knock at the door, and when you open the door, there's nobody there, or someone goes to visit and this energy enters your home. This is usually sent with a spirit, a negative or dark entity. This psychic attack can affect your life in so many ways. So today I'm going to tell you guys the symptoms that someone might experience. Take note that not everybody will experience all the symptoms, and they're not all totally included in this video. There can be many, many more different symptoms. But today I'm going to give you the basic ones that a person that is under psychic attack can experience. So you can experience one or two of these symptoms, or you can experience them all. There has been people that have experienced all of them. So this is a video to bring you awareness. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, the best recommendation is to get a reading. Get a reading so the reader can tell you what her spirits or his spirits recommend for cleansing. This is not something for you to take lightly, to start Googling or preparing a bath that you saw online that helps someone, because what can help someone may not necessarily help you. So it's important to get a reading so you can get what's best for you. Sometimes an in-person cleansing is necessary. In the second part of this video, I will be explaining to you guys another video that I'm going to be uploading. I'm going to be recommending some cleansings. But please know that these cleanses that I'm going to recommend, these washes and cleansing baths that I'm going to recommend in the following video, are not meant to remove whatever it is on you. Okay? If you're under psychic attack or you have an attachment, that is just to make you feel better until you get a reading and go to someone, to a professional that can really help you with the problem. Okay, so don't just go preparing your own baths or doing a quick bath and thinking that is going to remove it. There are some really, really tough witchcraft out there. You need someone experienced to remove it. So now let's go into the symptoms. The first symptom that a person under psychic attack or with an attachment can experience is nightmares. Nightmares is a sign from your spirits that someone is sending you ill intentions or doing some type of spiritual work on you. Usually, when you have a nightmare, things are serious. It's your spirits telling you, look what's going on, look into it. There are times where you may even dream with the person that's doing the work. And I always say, if you dream more than normally with a person that's not your friend, or that you have had issues with that person, then really look into it. Most likely, something is happening. The other symptom is insomnia. While some people may experience just feeling overall sleepy all the time, tired, exhausted, drained, but when they try and rest, what can happen is they can't sleep. They toss and turn, but they cannot sleep. Or if they take a 2 or 3 hour nap, they still wake up exhausted and feeling tired. This tiredness and this heaviness is not your normal feeling tired. Your body's totally drained, just completely exhausted. So you see, the majority of the symptoms, they may seem normal. You may relate them to your daily life. When they have no relations to what's going on in your life, it is due to a psychic attack. So if you feel exhausted all the time, tired, and can't sleep, but you have tried to fix the situation by going to bed early, relaxing, meditating to make yourself feel better, and nothing is working, then get a reading that something else might be going on. Another symptom that you might experience is anxiety. And sometimes this comes along with depression. The person might feel anxious. You might feel just irritated, uncomfortable, edgy all the time. These are symptoms that you may experience if you have an attachment on you. Also, depression, feeling depressed all the time with no reason to be depressed, meaning you have a job, things are going well, you're in a good relationship, and all of a sudden you're feeling depressed. It's important to look into it. I always say depression is energy, negative energy. Yes, it's important to get looked up by a doctor, but it's also recommended that you get a reading because anxiety and depression can come along when you have an attachment of a dark entity. So this is something to be aware of. Because again, a lot of these symptoms, they seem so normal. I am depressed because I just went through a breakup. I am depressed because I'm having trouble at work. You might reach out for why you're feeling depressed. It maybe has nothing at all to do with that. Normally what happens is after you cleanse yourself, the depression just goes away. You go on handling your business like normal. So it's important to get looked at. But anxiety usually comes along with depression. So that is something that you should be aware of. Another of the symptoms that I hear a lot of people experiencing is seeing dark shadows. There has been a lot of clients of mine that tell me, I've seen a dark shadow in my home, or I look behind me and I see a dark shadow, or I feel like someone is following me. That's when you have an attachment. When you have an attachment, these spirits, sometimes they like to say like, hello, look at me. I'm here. I'm torturing. I'm making your life miserable. They let you know. I always say these entities let you know that they're around you. They want you to know. They want you to feel afraid. They want to put fear in you. And fear is another of the symptoms that you may experience, just feeling afraid all the time, feeling scared of being alone in your home, feeling afraid at night, feeling afraid of being in your room, feeling afraid of the dark, because these spirits want to put fear in you because that's what they feed off on. They feed off fear. So the more fear you feel, it's like more food for them, more energy for them. They want to make you feel like you're losing it because they also affect your mind, your thoughts, by putting negative thoughts in your mind. These spirits eat at your thoughts, especially when you have an attachment. They start putting so many negative thoughts in your mind that you feel like you're losing it. And most of the time, they want to push you to suicide. So be very careful. Seek help if you experience any of these symptoms. And know that those negative thoughts do not come from spirits of light, do not come from God. Those negative thoughts come from lower level spirits. So if you have been experiencing a lot of negative thoughts, seek help. Another of the symptoms that a person might experience is headaches and also a heaviness in the back of their neck or their shoulders. Just feel like if you were carrying the world on your shoulders. Sometimes the headache might be in your thigh or the side of your head, but you can also experience it all over. The headache that I'm speaking about is a headache that is constant, that is a pounding headache at all times. It's not a headache that just comes and goes. Again, get a physical. If everything is fine, if your doctors cannot find anything, find a spiritual worker, get a reading to see what's going on. Along with those headaches, sometimes you may experience blurry vision. Your vision just might feel blurry all of a sudden, having difficulty focusing. And this is because this entity is over you, covering or hovering over your body, and it's not allowing you to see clearly. These entities, yes, they do that. Some people may also experience bloating, indigestion. Yes, all these symptoms may seem normal. Yes, they can be normal. You can feel bloated one day. You can feel indigestion one day. But I'm speaking here about symptoms that continue throughout the weeks and months. These are symptoms that can be caused by psychic attack or witchcraft. I have clients that their stomach is huge due to that energy. And that is because the energy is absorbed through the belly button. Remember, I spoke to you guys about protecting yourself by covering your belly button. That's why it's so important to cover it. We can absorb energy through there. So it's important to maintain a spiritual hygiene. It is extremely important to protect yourself. But again, in my following video, I will be giving you more information on that. Another of the symptoms can be just feeling angry all the time, irritable, moody, mad at the world, mad at everybody. But when you look for the root of the problem, there's not really a problem. It's just that everything bothers you. People bother you. Everyone at work bothers you. Or sometimes it can be vice versa, that everybody's just bothered by your presence. You can speak to someone and that person will feel uncomfortable in your presence. That's because the energy that you have around you is causing people to see you in a different light, in a different way. Your energy is bothering them, it's irritating them. So this can happen as well. This can also happen with couples, meaning if you are married, with this attachments, you begin to experience relationship problems, issues with your partner, issues with your kids, just fighting constantly. Everyone in the home bickering at each other is caused when there's an entity in the home or when someone in the home has the attachment, because this energy can spread throughout the home and affect everyone in the home. And this can cause violence. These entities can make things so tense in the home that things can really turn out very, very bad. This is caused when there's an attachment, when there's a spirit has been sent to the home to create problems, to separate a couple, to break up a relationship, to create problems among the family members. This is caused by what we call an enviación, sending of the dead. If the person is single, what can happen is with these attachments, if something was sent so that this person will not find a partner, they will begin jumping from partner to partner, from person to person, and not feel satisfied, not feel happy. Always find something negative to say about that person. It's like, I was with this person, but they did something I didn't like. So you jump to the other, and to the other, and to the other, and you're never satisfied. That is not normal. Okay? That is not normal. This can be the result of a psychic attack, meaning someone has sent a spirit, that spirit attached itself to you and is causing this problem in your relationship. The last of the symptoms is sleep paralysis, which is something that a lot of people experience while they are under psychic attack or while someone is working on them. I don't have to go deep into explaining what sleep paralysis is because I know the majority of you know, and I also did a video in regards to that. 85% of the people that are being worked on experience sleep paralysis. I always say our spirits let us know through dreams, meaning the nightmares, through symptoms, what is happening, that someone is working on us. It can be a friend, it can be an enemy, it can even be a family member. Yes, a family member can hurt you. A family member can work on you. They may get jealous because you're doing better than them, because things are working out for you, or because they're miserable and you're not. A spiritual worker should always look into it. When someone comes to them asking them for some spiritual work, read the person and find out. Some people just want to get the money and they will say, yes, that person is working on you. But you know what? Karma is such a dear friend and they never leave your side. And karma will make sure that once you cleanse yourself or once you become aware that someone's working on you, and sometimes you may not even be aware, and karma will go knocking at that person's door and tell them, hey, hello, you remember me? You remember what you did to so-and-so? It was unjustified. Some people think that the workers is only the person to blame. Oh, they did the work, so it will go back to them. No, you're guilty by association. You paid to have that work done. So you, and whoever was involved or even thought of the idea of hurting that person is going to reap what they sow. Oh, yes, my darling. That's why you have to make sure that you have your hands clean. God sees everything. As I always say, you never depart this world without paying your dues. Ever. It's important to be careful when you work on somebody and you try to hurt someone that's protected by their spirits. Eventually, this is going back. And what happens is, when that goes back, it could hit your child. It could hit another family member in your home. Yes, that which you sent to hurt somebody else will come back and take anybody down. So it's important to be very careful what you do to others. Again, you reap what you sow. A lot of people don't care because some workers will tell them, no, it will not come back to you. Yes, it will. All evil you send out is going to return to you, whether you like it or not, whether you go to church and pray, whether you ask for forgiveness. Karma is karma. That is why you should be conscious of the thoughts you send to others, the curses you send to others, and whatever you do to others. We are all one in this universe. And whatever you do to me, you're doing it unto yourself. So guys, as I mentioned, this is going to be a 2-part video. I am going to be giving you guys a little bit insight how to protect yourself spiritually, what you can do if you feel any of these symptoms in the meantime. But again, get a reading. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, I will leave the link in the information box. But get a reading ASAP if you have any of these symptoms that have been persisting for long periods of time. So guys, as always, if you have enjoyed this video, which is always my intention, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the notification bell to be notified when any of my new videos are out. As always, I love you. I pray to God and my spirits to bless you and your family and also protect you. And as always, I wish you much love and light.